Yeah, I just thought, first of all, the first half, I thought they were the more physical team. They lived in the paint and they passed the ball. But what I liked is we didn't let them get away. Like I think it stayed at 10. Could have went to 15. It kept going to 6, back to 10, but we never let them get away. And then I thought right to end the third, and then that is our bench, Scoot, Kuz, AJ Green, that bench was huge for us. Jericho again, phenomenal defensively, rebounding, and I thought Scoot did it on both sides. Like we put him on Tyler Hero, I thought he had a great run defensively there, and then I thought the invisible hero was Kuz defensively on Hero the last 4 minutes. I thought that was terrific.
Well, speaking of Tyler, too, I mean, he obviously was kind of controlling the game to a degree. I think he drew 11 fouls early. I guess what made it a challenge up until maybe those final minutes?
I thought we gave him too much space, and we talked about it at halftime. You got to get in his airspace and make him uncomfortable. If you remember in the first half, I don't think you can remember one time him bringing the ball up with anyone turning him. He just kind of brought it up free. I mean, he had a free game until, mid-third.
Hero hits that three with 3:01 left, deep one, and then after that, I think he missed one more shot, didn't take a shot outside of that one. What did you think Kuz did in those final 3 minutes?
His length, twice he pump faked, he couldn't get it up, he had to pass it. So I just thought the two things he did, he stayed in front of the ball square, and then he didn't bite. He's long, he doesn't have to bite, so he just stayed down, and I thought that was huge for us.
In the third quarter, I think they called timeout after that alley-oop with like 4:38 left. That would have been about the time you were taking Giannis out. Was that an adjustment in the second half to push him past 7 minutes? It was 7 minutes each of the first two quarters.
We knew we had more minutes. So, and we decided to use him for the second half. And we knew it was 31. I think he went 55 seconds over, so it's good.
But I guess just kind of the impact that he was able to make there. I know it's an alley-oop dunk, it's a spin, and a finger roll.
So with the minute thing, if a guy's got it going like a Giannis, he uses more minutes if he has a restriction, and that means you may have less minutes later. But you shouldn't stop a run, I guess is our thinking.
Sorry. I guess it just
hogging all the
with Brook in the paint, what do you feel like he was able to do tonight, kind of helping out defensively?
Just defensively, he was around. And I also thought on the offensive end, he mixed it up. They wanted to help. We put him out in the parking lot. The one time he rode, he gets the dunk. I thought Brook had a great game of mixing up rolls and pops, and I thought that was terrific. Brook's just such a good defensive player. Giannis is active, Kuz. When you have three guys with length, it affects the other team.
The other night after the game, Giannis had said, it feels like Scoot just wanted to be somewhere where he was wanted, where he was loved.
Yeah.
What do you feel like you guys have been able to bring to him to make him
We're
feel?
giving him that. I can just tell you that. It's funny. I just keep saying it. You should always invest in a human spirit and give a guy a chance. He's a young kid. And we're doing that for him, and I'm happy. But, he's got a lot to learn still, and he's staying open to it, which is important as well. We told him the other day, I ask him all the time, and I remind him, I'm going to coach you. And he always, everyone, just so you know, I want to be coached, I want to be coached. And I said, okay. And we're doing that. And there's a couple times you can see, he was like, Jesus. But he handles it. He's been great. We have two other guys to stay in his ear. So we're giving him a lot of attention, and he's going to help us.
Off that, you mentioned the bench unit. When previous iteration of the team, that was a benefit to Chris coming off the bench, was sort of he could run offense through him if needed. In the non-Dame Giannis minutes, since maybe Kuz isn't that like run a play go-to guy, to have a guy like Kevin who can score, he has that.
That's why we're doing it. We're playing non-Dame Giannis minutes because we believe that Scoot and Kuz is just their athleticism, their length. I think Scoot scored a couple of times, then Kuz gets a rebound, breaks out, creates a basket, then Scoot goes back to it. It just gives us a lot of speed, and we try to make sure we have one roller and that's Jericho and two shooters around those guys, and I think it's a good fit.